Piet Mondrain was an artist from the Netherlands. At a very young age, his father and his uncle, who were both artists themselves, introduced Piet to the world of art. He was influenced by many artistic styles, was best known for his work of white and primary color rectangles. However, he did not always paint this way. Mondrain's first paintings depicted scenes found in real life. They were done in a similar style to Impressionism. As his style grew and changed, he stopped using any colors besides the three primaries: red, yellow, and blue. Proponents of this movement advocated pure abstraction. Essentially, they wanted to reduce art to the essentials of form and color, so they simplified everything to vertical and horizontal lines using black, white, and only the primary colors. Mondrain soon became interested in Cubism. Cubism is an artistic style in which the subject is broken into meaningful pieces and rearranged in a new order to show the most important parts of an object. Because of the influence of Cubism, Mondrain's paintings became more and more abstract. His paintings became so famous in the decades that followed that other painters, advertisers, architects, graphic designers, and even high fashion clothing designers around the world copied his distinctive style. Hi artists! Today we will be creating our very own Piet Mondrain inspired printmaking art pieces. You actually have two sheets of paper in front of you today because we're actually going to be doing two different versions of this printmaking activity. The very first thing that I would like for you to do is from the center of your table, please grab a black marker. Once you have your black marker, please write your name. Your first name only is fine on both of the white poster sheets of paper. After you write your name on both sheets of paper, please make sure that you put the cap all the way on your black marker so you hear the click, and put your marker back in the center of your table. Now you will go ahead and flip over both of your art pieces. The very first one that we will do today is going to be printmaking with a cup. At the center of your table, you will see one tray that has black paint in it. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that tray right next to me for right now. And you will see one tray, and it's filled with cups and these cardboard cutouts. From this tray, I would like everyone to grab a cup. Now your cup may not look like this, it might not be as big as this, but that's okay. Just go ahead and grab a cup. Now, this black paint is going to be, you're gonna be sharing it with your neighbors, okay? So you're gonna have to maybe lean over the table a little bit. What you're going to do is on one sheet of paper only, make sure to only get it on one sheet, not both of them, just one. You're going to take your cup and the open part right here, this rim, you're gonna dip in the black paint. Then, go ahead and dip it in the black paint and you'll see there's a black rim now on the cup. Now you are going to use this cup and you are going to do different circles on your paper, okay? If you need to get more black paint, you can. Now it's important to cover your entire picture and do them in different places, okay? We don't want them to all be looking the same. You can do some off of the edge of your paper, so just a little bit gets on. Okay, you can just go ahead and have fun with it, and you're gonna do it in different locations like this, okay? Now, we don't want it to be filled up too much, so go ahead and stop. You're gonna take this cup and you're gonna go ahead and set it back in this tray that you got it from. Okay, so go ahead and stop and you're gonna set it back in this tray that you got it from. Now, I would like everyone to raise their hand nice and quietly when you are finished. Miss Schumacher will come around and is going to collect this first art piece. So wait nice and quietly and stay in your chair. If you got paint on your hand, you can clean it at the end of class. Wait nice and quietly and Miss Schumacher will collect this first art piece that we did that will be printmaking with a cup. How fun. That's something that you can do at home with your parents if you guys like to do different art activities. Okay, after Miss Schumacher has collected everyone's first art piece, we're gonna go ahead and take out our second art piece. Now on this art piece, instead of using the cup, I would like for everyone to find a cardboard piece. So go ahead and find a cardboard piece. Now, with this cardboard piece, you are going to dip one of the edges. You can choose whichever one you would like. Maybe there's already one with paint. And you're gonna go ahead and dip it in the black paint. So there's gonna be black on one side. And again, we're gonna print make, but this time we are going to do printmaking with lines. And you can see when you use this cardboard, all of your lines are going to be straight. It's a straight edge print, okay? You can do some at a diagonal, you can do some vertical, you can do others horizontal. It is up to you however you would like to do your lines. And again, we don't want to fill up too much of the paper because we are also going to be coloring this in a different art class once it dries to look more like a Piet Mondrain art piece. So I think I am finished, okay? So once you're finished, you're gonna take this cardboard piece, and again, you're gonna put it back in the tray that has the cups in it as well. You're gonna leave that at the center of your table. And once you're finished with this art piece, go ahead and raise your hand nice and quietly. Again, you just need to wait really patiently for Miss Schumacher to pick up your art piece. Hi artists, so in a previous art class, we created 2 Piet Mondrian inspired printmaking art pieces. And today you have both of your pieces with you. Now, we are going to be using oil pastel, and we will be using the primary colors, which are blue, red, and yellow. And remember, that was really key characteristic of Piet Mondrain's work was that he used these black lines and the 3 primary colors. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start with our circles, and we are going to fill in some of the different shapes that were created with the 3 primary colors. So go ahead and take your blue oil pastel. Now, we're going to go ahead and fill in some of the unique spaces that were created when we overlapped the cups. So we're going to stay inside. You're going to find a space, but you need to stay inside the black lines, however the shape was created when we used the black cups. And remember, when you're using the oil pastel, that you need to press really, really hard so no white is showing through. Now remember, we're not just coloring it all over the place. We're finding very unique shapes that were created when we overlapped the circles. Okay, excellent. Feel like I'm gonna maybe do like this one right here. And again, I'm just trying to stay inside of the lines that were created. So here's one here. And again, take your time. You're pressing hard so the white does not show through. Alrighty. I feel like I'm done with my blue, so now, and you might not be done with your blue, and that's fine. You can continue to work with blue. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my red, and I'm going to go ahead and color in some of the spaces red. And I'm pressing hard so it's covering all of the white. And again, I'm just finding unique shapes that were created. And I'm going to go ahead and use the red to fill in even more of my composition. I'm kind of spacing it out, so not all the red and all the blue are together. I'm kind of trying to do even amounts of each color throughout the composition. Just so it is more aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my yellow. I'm going to go ahead and do some yellow. Areas. Again, red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors on the color wheel. We cannot make these colors by mixing colors, but by mixing the primary colors, I create my secondary colors. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm kind of wrapping up the yellow. Now, if you feel like you wanna go back and add more blue or add more red, that is perfectly fine. This is your art piece, so I want you to be very happy with the way that it turns out. Okay, I wanted to, on purpose, to leave white space as well. So I think I may just add, maybe a few more red and blues. I'm trying not to put them next to each other either. I'm trying to really spread it out. I'm really trying to get those really small, unique shapes kind of filled in. Okay, now I feel like I am finished with this composition. I might fill in one larger area with red, maybe right here. And then maybe I'll fill in right here, red. Again, make sure to leave some white spaces though. Okay, so now I'm finished with this art piece, and once you're finished, just go ahead and keep it at your table and just kind of push it to the side, and go ahead and begin now filling in the straight edge Piet Mondrain printmaking. And then when you're finished with both, you can go ahead and you'll turn them into Miss Schumacher on pink table, and then you can grab a doodle sheet. On your doodle sheet today, I want you to also use the primary colors and the black marker at your table to create a Piet Mondrian inspired piece however you would like. If you would like to draw straight lines, if you would like to draw circles, if you would like to draw a different shape, just any way you can create a Piet Mondrian inspired piece on doodle paper, okay? So now I am going to do the same thing, but now with this straight edge. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my red. I'm gonna fill in some of the spaces that were created in between the lines with the oil pastel, and I'm pressing really hard to make sure I'm really covering the area, making it look very solid. All right, so you're just gonna go ahead and fill in those areas. Don't be afraid to fill in larger areas as well as smaller areas. Make sure to kind of have a good balance going on. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my yellow, and I'm gonna start filling in with the yellow, and go ahead and take your time, guys. If you're still working on the circle composition, that's fine. It's not a rush, you know. If you don't get to get a doodle paper, that just means that you're really taking your time. It's not a race just to get to the doodle paper in art class. That's just if you happen to finish and you do have some time left over to do more art. I kind of feel like I'm done with my yellow, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my blue. I'm gonna fill in some of my larger areas with the blue.